Good morning, YouTube family. What's up, guys? This is Gina Ifoe, the one and only African superstar, bringing you another live moment. I first want to give and acknowledge the customers of theafricansuperstar.com. Thank you so much for being continued customers. We're actually nearing our second year anniversary, which will be November 1st. So I very much appreciate you guys for keeping me in business and, passing along the message via your merchandise, passing on the verbal message to bring others to shop with me. Thank you so much for all that you do. Big shout outs as well to our members only who are designated by the circle next to their name. We have Miss Jolie here representing for members only. Big shout outs to her. Much love to her. They support our platform on a monthly basis, and they get also access to a behind the scenes vlog. So if you are interested in becoming a members only, go ahead and hit that join button next to subscribe. The link is also below in the box below. Also, big shout outs to Karen. She's in the chat room. Big shout outs to the African Superstar family. So let me talk about the power of positivity and why Black YouTube must persist. So many of you guys have watched my last live stream, the day before yesterday, where I shared that I am currently in my hometown of Columbus, Ohio. I traveled over the weekend and arrived in Ohio on Saturday night. And Columbus is my hometown. This is where I was born and raised, went to school, have spent basically the majority of my life so far here in Ohio. And the power of positivity is really, really amazing. A lot of times, people that are doing positive things or have a truthful message, we do go through a lot of backlash. So sometimes you think that you are not actually making headway. And sometimes you just get fed up. And we know people that have given up. We know people that have switched sides, and sold out and did these kind of things. Since I've been back in Columbus, it has become even more evident to me that whether or not people will acknowledge the things that you're saying or the things that you're doing, or maybe your presence on social media, or maybe the things that you are doing, they do see you and they do know. And I think one of my most powerful influences that I am, constantly reminded, and especially during this trip, is my influence on the young people. I have had the pleasure of seeing a lot of, my nieces and nephews so far, and it's remarkable. I have actually been out of the States now for 4 years, a little over 4 years. And actually, some of the children I haven't seen for maybe as long as 5 years, depending on the circumstances before I moved and things like that. And it's remarkable that they still remember me. That they ask about me. Some of the young people call me, if their parents have my numbers and things like that. Some of them even watch me on YouTube. This is the power, guys. This is the power of positivity. Sometimes you encounter people or you have conversations with people, or, in my case, you compliment someone, you speak life to someone, you encourage someone, you enlighten someone. And that occasion, maybe it's not even anything that you recall. But to them, it is monumental. It is life-changing. It is profound. This is why positive Black YouTube must persist. It is not that we're not under attack, because we are definitely under attack. People that are speaking the truth, people that are trying to blow the whistle, trying to enlighten their people, trying to expose them, trying to counteract the negative images in the media and the contradictions in the media. We are definitively under attack. However, the power of positivity, it is very, very critical that we do not lose fire, that we do not lose direction, that we do not allow these campaigns lodged against us to be successful because of the power of positivity. Like I said, sometimes that one conversation, or in my case, that one video, that one depiction, okay, can be life changing, which means that all those moments comprised of your life, for those of you that are leaders, for those of you that are speakers, for those of you that are influential people, it is so critical. If they come for you, because they will come for you, they will make life difficult when they realize the path that you have chosen, you know, the direction that you're taking in life, when they see that you're not afraid, when they see that you're not going to back down, that you're not going to stop. Sometimes maybe even the fight gets more intense. But the power of positivity is why you do what you do. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't do what I do for money. Definitely not. Do I like money? It has its place in life, obviously. Yeah, I definitely want you guys to shop with me. But the reason I want you guys to shop with me is not necessarily so I can become rich. It is an avenue of expression for our people. You know, it is a lifestyle. When you shop, for instance, at the African Superstar, that is a lifestyle choice. Because my products have a message. Pan-Africanism, self-preservation, the continent, Ghana, Black love, Black-owned business. Certainly not, this platform is not for money. Now, the the money that I generate, for instance, from YouTube or from my business, it does become a stream of income. It does make, life go on for me. Absolutely. But it's not my driving factor. There are things I could be doing that's much more profitable, like an OnlyFans. Shaking my ass, showing my breast. Being explicit, being disrespectful. Those kind of things are going to bring me to wealth on social media faster than this truth does. But guess what? The beauty about positivity as well is it comes with dignity and it comes with integrity. If I want to talk about specifically the young people who I have interacted with, they highly respect Auntie Gina. They highly respect Auntie Gina. They will listen to what I say to them. They remember what I say to them and they cherish what I say to them. That is because positivity comes with dignity, integrity, and respect. People don't just talk to me anyway. Big shout outs to my child on a mission. Big shout outs to the African Superstar family. Go ahead and drop me something in the chat room and I will do shout outs. Big shout outs to our members only that are here represented by the circle next to their name. Please, if you're not subscribed to our channel, please do. All my contact details are scrolling across the bottom. Ways to also support the stream and also patronize theafricansuperstar.com. Please do those things to continue supporting this platform. People don't talk to your African Superstar anyhow. Except, of course, non-Black people. And generally in the context of work, because definitely not in the community. There's a reason for that, guys. And the reason is positivity comes with integrity, dignity, and respect. I carry myself like a lady, like an intelligent person, someone who deserves respect. So that is what I get. And these people that are out here embarrassing our people or creating division among our people or providing a negative portrayal of our people, don't get integrity, dignity, and respect. People are always coming for them. People are always trying to insult them. They need security when they move around because of the things they do, the things they say, their image. That's why we have to persist. I know that on this channel, fortunately for me, I have many other YouTube content creators that watch me here. This message is for you because the road ahead is difficult when you choose to be authentic to yourself, and when you prioritize the truth, and when you prioritize self-preservation, and when you seek your own human rights as a Black person. That is offensive to the world that we live in. Unfortunately, you guys in the West as well. So when you choose that you want to operate under those pretenses, that comes with friction. But please remember, positivity has its perks, you see. I'm even furthermore reminded as I'm here in my hometown and I'm seeing people that I haven't seen for years. I'm seeing children I haven't seen for years. I'm running into friends from, different walks of lives and different chapters of my life here in Ohio. And it is absolutely phenomenal. I went back to the church that I attended when I lived here in Columbus for a long time on Sunday to actually see, all of my members, my family members at the church. And, sometimes if you no longer become a part of the church and, you go on your life way and all that stuff, when you go back to the church, there's kind of like a negative sentiment. They feel like, what are you doing here? But the reception I got, for instance, at my church was a tremendous outpouring of love. People that previously tried to discourage me a little bit on my path have grown to respect my path because they saw and see a bit more of the journey and what I was driving at. That's why it's critical that we remain positive. That's why it's critical that we persist. Guys, those of us that have this message, a lot of you guys would consider yourselves to be Pan-Africans, pro-Black, you love the continent, you love our people. Please do not grow weary, because what you're doing is valuable and it is profound and it is important. And you never know. Sometimes I see, like, for instance, big shout outs to Dr. Sherry on Facebook. Dr. Sherry is someone who definitely loves her African superstar. I can tell that she just loves her African superstar. She very much wants our platform to grow. She very much wants me to get more exposure. She's often sending me emails and, suggesting different ideas of how to increase the visibility of this platform. And I just want to say, I really do appreciate all that you do, Dr. Sherry. But Dr. Sherry actually had the suggestion that I offer Zoom calls to any educator that wants to have me address their class, which would kind of go beyond me just here in Ohio. I'm available currently to visit classrooms while I'm here and share the experience of moving to Ghana and all that stuff. She suggested, hey, broaden that horizon, broaden that spectrum, and take it worldwide, make yourself available. And she shared a post of my BET interview. And there was a gentleman that I don't recognize his name. I don't think I've ever seen him in our chat room. And he left a comment underneath this message that she left. And the comment says, I watch the African Superstars platform, and she has inspired me to pick up and go. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. Connecting, influencing, empowering, inspiring people that you don't know, have never seen, and without, for instance, this tool of social media, wouldn't even have interacted. It's safe to say that 100% of my chat room, I wouldn't know you guys if it wasn't for my social media. Okay, because you guys are all around the world. Go ahead and put your location in the chat room, and we'll get some of the locations. You guys are all around the world. Okay, very few of you have ever lived in maybe my neighborhood in the UK, ever lived in Columbus, Ohio, ever lived in Accra, Ghana. You know, if it wasn't for this tool of social media, we would never have met. That's the power of positivity. That's the power of me doing what I have been chosen and selected to do. Big shout out to the family. Please leave your location in the chat room. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start shout outs as well. Please make sure you guys like the streams. Big shout outs to the family, guys. The power of positivity. Why Black YouTube must persist. Very important. Big shout outs to Karen. She's in the building. Big shout outs to our members only represented here by the circle. Miss Jolie. She's also a customer of the AfricanSuperstar.com. Big shout outs to her. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Big shout outs to Superstar Bella in the room. Make sure you guys hit the likes and please leave something in the chat room if you want to be greeted. Big shout outs to Matrell on a Mission. She's also a fellow content creator located in Egypt. So she does a lot of content about her life experience living in Egypt. Big shout outs to Matrell on a Mission. Go check out her platform. Kermay Frederick, I see you there, brother. Thank you so much. Hi, Nikki. Big shout outs to you there. Please leave your location in the chat room. I'm getting ready to shout them all out. Nikki is in Virginia. I have not been to Virginia in probably 20 years or so. So Miss Nikki is someone that I certainly would not know if it was not for my social media channels. Big shout outs to Nikki. Thank you for sharing. Jolie is located in Chicago, Illinois. Now, I did at a time used to go to Chicago very frequently. Unfortunately, at that time, I did not know Miss Jolie. So I met Miss Jolie here through social media. Big shout outs to her. Matrell on a Mission, she shuttles between Egypt and Atlanta. Atlanta is where she lived in America, and she also bases in Egypt. I have also been to Egypt one time, but I did not meet Matrell on a Mission there. And I have been to Atlanta a few times over the years, but did not meet her there. So she is another person that I met through social media. Big shout outs to Samson. I see you there. Kermay is in Ghana. Medogana pa. Medogana fo pa. Big shout outs to all my Ghanaians here represented home and abroad. Now, obviously, I live in Ghana. And I've gone to Ghana many times, even when I lived in America and the UK. However, I have not met Mr. Kermay yet in Ghana. So I connected with him through social media. This is the power of positivity. Big shout outs. Karen is in Queens. We all know Queens is in New York City. So I've actually been to New York a few times as well through the years. Did not meet Miss Karen there. We met here on social medias. Big shout outs to Dee's Village. I see you there. She is between the Gambia and UK. Now, I obviously lived in the UK for a few years. Did not meet Miss D there, and I have yet to travel to Gambia. We met through social media. Big shout outs to her. Jasmine P is representing in Johannesburg. Johannesburg is in South Africa, but from North Carolina. I've only been to North Carolina one time ever in my life, and I did not meet Miss Jasmine there. I have also been to Johannesburg, but I didn't meet her there. So we met through social media. Big shout outs to the family. Thank all of you for leaving your locations there. So I think I've kind of driven the point home of why it's absolutely critical that we display and exemplify positivity. Okay. Some of you guys get very frustrated when you're not getting your way and when you're met with a lot of obstacles. I've even encountered people that have had different encounters with different Black people. You know, they've had their heart broken, or maybe they've been scammed, or, you know, they've just had negative interactions. And they say things such as, I'm done. You know, I just can't deal with them people. You know, I'd rather deal with the white man. You know, and I think it's It's a shame, really, that you lose heart. I too have had my heart broken by Black men. I mean, I haven't really extended the offer to non-Black men to break my heart, but I have been disappointed by many, many of my people, throughout times. But somehow, my love for my people is evermore. And I also know I look at every encounter as every encounter. So when I have a problem, for instance, with Karame, he doesn't represent all Ghanaians. When I have a problem with Nikki, when Nikki is giving me a bad attitude, big shout out to Nikki. Thank you so much for this kind compliment. She says, one good thing about social media can bring good people like you, me, and etc. to communicate. Glad I found yours and other platforms in the motherland. It's great. Thank you so much, Nikki. And it's true. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Now just imagine that I got fed up. Huh? Just imagine. Back in the days, you go live stream, you have all these trolls coming in your chat rooms. You have all kind of other people coming in your chat rooms. You have people leaving comments on your videos. You have people reporting your videos. You have YouTube taking your videos down. Ultimately, they take platforms down. I mean, you go through a lot. I haven't been through a lot these past few years. Got sacked from my job, but the thing about it is like, I am who I am. I am who I am, and I'm not giving up on my cause because of the hardships. People that give up very quickly on their cause, like some of these people, for instance, taking the time and expense to move to Africa, and then you see them leaving in, 6 months. You see them leaving in 2 months. And then they're not regrouping, they're not bouncing back, they're not, question their motives. Question their motives, because if it was a genuine thing, they'll be willing to go for it. No matter what, they will be willing. They would go ahead and take, what does it say? It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of kisses, we get kicked. I don't know the second part. But it's a hard knock life. Take your knocks. Take your knocks. So big shout outs, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I know my American viewers is hype because I'm currently on your time zone. I'm currently on your time zone. So y'all don't have to be, because sometimes when I would go live in the morning, in the UK or Ghana, it's very early here in America. So now I'm on the American time. It's 10:30 here in Ohio currently. So big shout outs to you guys out here across America, across North America. Big shout outs to all of my viewers in Africa, Europe, all around the world. We had a gentleman join us from Alaska the other day, which was amazing. I mean, and again, all of the things I'm saying, it's a recurring theme of why it's important, why it's valuable. I like this point that Superstar Bella brings up as well, which is we have to give one another room for error, room to make mistakes. We are all human. And, my thing is like, look, I'm not giving anything to non-Black people that I'm not giving to my people. You know what I'm saying? I will always have preferential treatment for my people. So if you guys can put up with the white man profiling you, firing you from jobs, pulling you over from the cops. Okay, this is a trivia question. Okay, what are some of the things that non-Black people have done to you on a repetitive basis? Let's get some answers in the chat room. What have they done to you on a repetitive basis? I'm going to start. So just pop in the chat room. What have they done to you on a repetitive basis? Big shout outs to Wisdom. I see Wisdom there so much. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the kind words. I just offered up a first trivia question. What have non-Black people done to you repetitively? You can put more than one answer. My first answer is sack me. Because I have gotten sacked a few times because of my tenacity at work. Okay? Not because I come late to work. Okay? Not because I come to work and I'm high. Not because I have poor job performance or anything like that. It's personal. And they want to lash out. They want to punish me. So they do what? Sack me from my job. What could be worse? That's your livelihood. That's your way of getting money. The white man has done it to me so many times, at least 5. Dee's Village says, discredit my long established career. I remember she mentioned that, they don't want to take your professional advice. Did it happen to her once? No. Did it happen to her twice? No. Did it happen more than 3 times? I'm sure. But Dee, she had to put up with it, right? She couldn't say. Because honestly, if there were more Black people that said, hey, I'm not putting up with this, we'd have more Black-owned businesses, wouldn't we? If people were prepared to walk away from their careers and they just said, I'm tired of white men, we would have already been migrated back home. Right? Because you got 2 options when you get confronted with these trials, which is put up with it or don't put up with it. And let's be 100% honest. The majority of our people in the West are putting up with it. They are absolutely putting up with it. Okay, so the white man has been doing this to you so many times, more times than you can count. You have a bad run-in with one Black person. You have a bad experience with the online Black-owned business, or somebody breaks your heart and you sworn off Blacks. Then you done. No more. First trivia question: what has non-Black people done to you repetitively? This one I hate. Ignore me at the stores. You go into a store, you go into a posh restaurant, they just act like you're not there. Sometimes you came with a lot of money. You want to buy a big ticket item. You want to buy that designer bag you've been waiting for 6 months. You want to, go to fancy dinner with your partner, celebrate, blah, blah, blah. You get there, they ignore you. So many times it's happened to me, I cannot even count them all. But we still go. We done went back to Macy's. We done went back to Nordstrom's. We went back to Saks. We done went back to whatever restaurant, whatever steakhouse, whatever store. We done went back online and we went back shopping at Selfridges and Top Shops and big shout outs. Superstar Bella says, judge you for no reason other than my skin. Be jealous and hateful at work. So many times. They see you, they start looking you up and down. They start, measuring you, who you are. Sometimes they even mention your, they even talk to you as if they know that it is facts. So they say, oh, I know you do this and that, Gina. I know I know Dee does this. I know you got this and that and the other. They're surprised when you tell them that you don't fit the bill because they done already measured you up. Big shout outs. Thank you guys for sharing. Oh my goodness. This is excellent. Mitrell on a mission. She is an entrepreneur as well as I am. She says, never purchase from our stores. You got your own little business. You got your candle business. You got your clothing business. You do hair. You do some kind of service on the side. They don't patronize you. Happens so many times you can't count. I see in my case, I don't want them shopping me. But I mean, some of you guys do have products that they absolutely could patronize. Some of you guys have friends or family members that should be supporting your business, but they don't. Very good point. Big shout outs to Mitrell on a mission. The first trivia question is, What have they done to you multiple times? Because Black people get fed up with Black people for one or two occasions. You know, they have experience with this and that. They mad, they fed up, they sold off the whole race. One Black woman breaks his heart. Now he's dating outside. One Black man broke her heart. Two Black men broke her heart. Now she's with the white man. Now she's with the Asian or the Latina. Too good for their own people. Oh, I don't shop there. I don't live on that side of town. I don't do this. I don't do that. Wisdom says, he says, show how they use privileged power they have to draw the line. They love exercising power, you know, and I think one of the biggest places that they do it is in the workplace. They know we need our livelihood. So they use that to profile and stalk and be condescending and insult and, you know, all kind of stuff. Reprimand, punish you. You know, they do all kind of stuff because they know you need that money, or they think you need that money. Because I know in my most recent experience, they was talking to me like they thought I needed that. They thought, and I let them think. I let them think all the way to the end. I let them think all the way to the end. Big shout outs to Mr. Wisdom with that. Superstar Bella says, how about follow you around the store like you're going to steal? I've encountered that at the hair store. A lot of ladies have gone through that at the hair store because, you know, most of the hair stores in the West are owned by Asians. You know, you come in there, they got like the Black ambassador because a lot of them don't even be speaking English, or they don't want to speak English. So, and they don't even know the products. So they get the Black person to work in the store for them. Okay, that can help you find what you're looking for, but they be watching you. They be watching you. Even if you're maybe a well-known customer, you come in there often, you pay for your stuff, they still treat you like a criminal. That's their connotation of us. That's what they think about us. Hazel says, overcharge you on insurance. Absolutely. Loans, mortgage loans, car loans. You know, they might get a hookup to their friends, try to get them the best interest rate, try to get them the best possible deal. But for you, you're going to pay double. Big shout outs to Hazel. Representing from Houston, Texas. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you for being here today. Wisdom is telling you to hit the lights. I'm about to wrap up. But what I have come to remind all of you, you know, we have people representing from all over the world in here, as usual, because I'm super global, is positivity is good. Positivity is needed. Positivity comes with respect, integrity, and dignity. You see, these people out here acting a fool are ashamed to hold their head up. They can't be proud of what they do because even they know. I remember I did a story on my previous channel about Cardi B. I really dislike Cardi B. I talk about her quite often. And there was an article about her not allowing her daughter to watch one of her videos, WAP, okay, that she did with Meg Thee Stallion. That's what I'm saying. Positivity. You see, I can stand 100% everything that I say and do the way I'm represented. You know, I don't care who watches my video. Anybody can watch my video, from my family to my nieces and nephews, my partner, you know, family members, other people's family members, seniors, young children. You know, I take great pride in the fact that, for instance, my content is family friendly. But Cardi B doesn't even want her own daughter to listen to her music. Positivity comes with integrity, dignity, and respect. When I see people in public, it's a warm welcome. When I run into them at the airport, when I see them in Ghana, it's always an exciting thing. It's not like, oh my God, look, it's the African superstar. I just don't like her. I hate her. Her channel's bad, you know? Did you see what she did? No. You know, we have to persist. Our visibility is important to our people. You know, there are young Black men out there that are watching certain other Black men and looking up to that and saying, okay, you know what, that person could do it. You know, Woda Maya can do that, this and that. O'Shea can do this and that. Dynas can do this and that. You know, they're looking up to these people and being inspired. You know, there are people looking up to Juliet and Rashad Makhdi and Matrell on a Mission, you know, and me saying, wow, you know, I want to go on and do, because our representation is so important. This is very true. This is true, Ebony. But we don't worry about what them people is doing because we worry about what we doing. And they also don't have respect. They don't get respected in the community, and they don't have respect for themselves. They can't really hold their head up high because they know that they're selling it for cheap. They know they're selling it for cheap. You know, and that's the thing I think our people need to do. I can't keep going on because I gotta go. Y'all be trying. African Superstar family, y'all be trying. But I'm wrapping up. Okay, I'm wrapping up. We, you know, life is not all about money. And when you realize that, you can operate, for instance, how I operate, because it's not about money. You know, if, for instance, what I was doing was dictated by money and all that stuff, then certainly I would have a whole different presentation, because I got to do what the crowd is all about to get the money. That's why you see some of these pastors with mega churches. They're not saying anything that's offending those church people because they need them to generate money. Now, some of these pastors have small churches or this and that. They have a lot more liberty to say what they want to say because they have the core following and they're not dictated by money. Clearly. Because if they want to be a prosperity preacher, they can make more money. You know? So big shout outs to the family. Thank you guys for watching me today. Please make sure you have liked the video. You can share this video with your friends, support the stream. I will see you guys again very, very soon. Until we meet again, stay Black and true. If you ain't Black, just stay true.